If fantasy and romance are what you seek, featuring heroines who aren't quite so meek, with book talk and Instagram full of deceit, simply listen to our podcast, Our Picks of the Week.
Is this like a silly historical, like, romance? Just based off on the words, like, on the script right now, these all feel like...
Oh, yes. Okay. So my pick of the week is called Under the Stars of Paris by Mary Burchell.
Ooh.
We'll see if I got that actually right. This is a very old book, and I'd say I think it was published in the 50s.
Whoa.
Yeah. So readers, we're actually reading Dragonflight. I think we are, if you are listening right now, we are either currently reading Dragonflight for you or it is about to come up.
I think so. The whole, like, time travel thing also in our book.
Recording the future is not great for us.
Very confusing.
So this was actually published around the same time that Anne McCaffrey was writing as well. So I stumbled upon this book through a New York Times article that was talking about the starting places, recommended books if you want to start out reading romance. So it wasn't like a best of list. It was definitely like hey, here's a smattering across the genre. Here's some historical, here's some contemporary. And Mary Burchell came up as a like an original romance author, like
the OG.
Yeah. So you know those skinny little Harlequin romances?
Oh.
Even before those were popular.
Okay.
Just kind of weird. And so for its time, it was contemporary, but picking up now, if you view it as a historical romance, I think it will be a little bit easier to swallow some of the more archaic gender norms.
Yeah.
We start out, I think our heroine's name is Katie.
Oh, God.
I think.
Okay.
Maybe. So she has recently moved to Paris. She's been in Paris for about a month. She's British, so she came from London.
Oh.
And this is following her fiance left her for another woman.
Oh.
Yeah. And so she's, I think, about 20 years old. She has been living with her father and her stepmother. And her father is like a pretty well-known contemporary painter, kind of well-regarded in social circles. And our heroine has been like his hostess for, years as she was growing up. So she's kind of like, that's been her home, was with her father and kind of hanging out with all these, painter types. Well, her father meets future stepmom, and stepmom's kind of a bitch.
No!
Of course. And stepmom's like, you're 20 years old and I don't know what you expect to do, but you aren't living in this house anymore. And just making it very clear that Katie should be moving in with her fiance. So just as she's like getting ready to move out and move in with her fiance because they're getting married, her fiance comes to her and he's like, I'm really sorry, but you know that girl that we both met a few weeks ago? Like, she and I have kind of a thing. So I'm really sorry. Peace.
Bro.
And so Katie's heartbroken. She's like, well, I can't stay in the house with my evil stepmom. My fiance is douche. So, and keep in mind, this is very like pristine, clean language, right? Yeah. Published in the 50s. That's your modern take on it. And so Katie's like, you know what? Fresh start. I'm going to pick up my life and start over. So she takes herself to Paris, rents a flat. She's like, it's a one-room studio apartment in an old building. And she's out walking like along the Seine. Is that how you say it? And she's like, well, I am running out of money. I don't know what to do. I can't get a job. Because she thought like, oh, I'll go be a secretary or, any number of like easy jobs. And she's like, it's shocking how few easy jobs are actually available right now. So it's kind of a reality check for her stepping out into the world and realizing, oh, it's not as easy as I thought it was going to be.
Oh, yeah.
So she runs into this man as she's walking around.
Ayo.
And he's also British. And he's like, I recognize you. And she's like, yeah, right. Nice line. And he's like, no. We met at this, society ball like a couple months ago. And aren't you engaged? Like, how's your fiance doing?
About that.
And Kitty's like, yeah, it just didn't work out. And he's like, yeah, I know because he's marrying my cousin.
He's like, rhetorical question.
Yeah. He's like, how you doing? She's like, not great. He's like, I'm sorry.
Oh my God. What an awkward, like, hey, how's it going? I don't have this guilty knowledge.
And so she's like, well, this is bad. She's like, well, you know what? I actually have an appointment over at the salon there. So I'm gonna leave. It's time to go.
Awkward.
And so she totally makes that up and he walks away and he's kind of like he's a he works for the embassy, I think. He's like a diplomat, and he's kind of tall and swaggering.
The billionaire archetype.
Yep. So she walks into the salon. It's a hair salon. She's like, I don't have an appointment and I barely have any money, but this feels like a good time to get a haircut.
Oh no.
She's like, it's my last ditch effort. So she's walked into the salon and there's all of these women getting like made up. Their makeup is getting done, their hair is getting done, and they're all models. It's like Paris Fashion Week in the 50s.
Ooh.
And so they're all chattering about, oh, well, this designer and this designer, and I forget the name of the actual designer that they mention, but her hair stylist is like, you actually have the same coloring as this girl Celia. I think I'm making up the name there. But she can't walk in the show because she broke her leg. Do you think you would be available to swing by the designer, like the design show?
No way.
Ultimate fantasy fulfillment here. And she's like, well, I don't know. Little old me with my new haircut. Like, I've never thought about doing that.
Oh my God.
She walks, she has an appointment. She walks into this design studio. She meets like the matron of like the models, basically. She's like the woman in charge. She runs the show. She's like the mom figure for all the girls who are like modeling the clothes.
Which is funny because isn't that a role in like brothels?
She's like, okay, well, you don't walk terribly. You have a nice figure. We'll have to measure you to make sure your figure is nice. But I think you could work. Let me summon in the designer. And so the designer walks in and he's this very like lean, kind of not very tall, but very like charismatic Frenchman. And he's like
a short king.
Sorry. He's kind of enigmatic a little bit. And so he's like, walk down that stage and look at me while you're walking down it like you have fallen in love with me.
Whoa.
And so she's like, I don't know how to do that, but I'm going to try. She's got this very ingenue kind of...
Whoa, okay. Fancy lady over here.
Like very sweet, naive, sheltered, sweet girl. And he's like, you're the girl I want to model my wedding dress because...
Oh, I love that.
So she gets picked up by the modeling house and she proceeds to be a very successful model, but she's preserving her softness and her youth and everything. And she keeps having these interactions with the hot diplomat who's like, so you want to hang out? I'll take you to dinner and it'll be fun. And she keeps having interactions with the designer. Love triangle.
Oh my God. The OG love triangle.
Well, yeah. And the designer is significantly older, like 15 years older than her.
Oh, wow.
So she's torn and you don't know. And I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, shit. Like it's like actually.
It's probably one of the best written love triangles I've read that's actually believable. It isn't toxic. It's very, I think partially because of the time it's set in and how it's framed. There's not like,
Yeah.
So there is one very cringe-worthy scene where there's another model who obviously hates her because she sees her as competition.
Yeah.
And she's like, hey, sometimes we're allowed to wear the floor models of these dresses for like balls and stuff because it's like free advertising for the designer. Oh. And so the model's like, here, how about you take that dress? And you're not supposed to take those dresses.
No.
So she's wearing this dress at a ball and she's with the diplomat who she brought as her date. And a whole thing of champagne gets spilled on this dress that is like just premiered at Fashion Week. And then she feels a tap on her shoulder and it's the designer. Oh no. And he's like, face is stonewall. He's like, come with me. And she's like, I'm losing my job. Everything's crashing down. And like the diplomat's like, it's just a dress. It'll be fine. And so the designer, he's like, shut up.
First of all,
like, I will handle this. And so he takes her back to like a parlor and he's like, I need sewing thread and I need scissors. And he cuts the dress on her, cuts out the pieces, pins it really fast and sews it and basically turns the top half into a new dress on her. So she...
Okay, weirdly, that's hot.
It is super hot. As you're reading it, you're like, why is this?
Wow.
And he's not making a big deal of it. She's like, oh my God, thank you. And he's like, I'm preserving my dress so you don't make this a tragedy for my show. Wow. But secretly, he's like, I'm in love with you.
But still weirdly hot. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. And as if it's not horrible enough, her very first show, she walks out, she's nervous, she's takes one foot on stage and she looks in the audience and there's her ex-fiance and his new girl.
No.
And the diplomat. as she's wearing the wedding dress.
Oh my God. Oh no. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy for like one of the like first romance books, like for it to have that well of like a romance plot line and it's like a love triangle, which is like difficult to pull off. That's crazy, dude.
So Mary Burchell is kind of like thought of as the queen of like contemporary romance. So she's very well regarded. I tried reading some of her other books, and I will say they're not as I couldn't do it. So I feel like you have one or two. It's like a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
It's a nice step outside of your normal. It's not as immersive as contemporary romance can be. If you think of Allie Hazelwood's, like you feel along with the characters. This is more like watching an old movie, and it's kind of fun.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Yeah, that's kind of if you like old movies like that. I know you don't.
I like dabble, like a palate cleanser. Like if I've read, watched too many stupid rom-coms.
Exactly.
Interesting.
So
is there anything similar to this?
No. I will say
no.
If you prefer clean romance, you'll enjoy this. So if you liked Sophie Laporte's, like I did Lady Avery and the False Butler.
You went on like a whole deep dive.
I had a moment, a period. So that would be something also clean, also historical romance. Blackmoore by Julianne Donaldson is also a clean Regency romance. It's geared younger, but a lot of clean romances are.
Yeah.
And so I'd say if you like clean romance, but you want a more mature heroine, like this would be a good book for you.
I feel like that one sounds familiar. Like, is that like an OG?
I think so, like 2010s. And
interesting.
Like for a movie, if you've ever seen How to Marry a Millionaire, it's a Marilyn Monroe movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome. It's about 3 models who are like trying to snag rich husbands, and it's hilarious.
I feel like I've seen like screen caps from it. Yeah.
This book is almost exactly like that.
I wonder if they pulled
probably
from one from the other.
They were like made around the same time.
Interesting.
So yeah.
Wow. I feel like I'm getting like a history lesson in the like origins of romantic literature.
Yeah. So it's not for everyone, but it's definitely good. It'll take you 2 hours. Maybe.
Oh wow.
It's little.
I like that. Well, from Jordan's shelf to yours.
We'll see you on the next page.
Hi, readers. Like what you've been hearing? Check out the Spice Archive at notanotherheroine.com to see all of our reviews and ratings. And if you'd like to support our growing library, find us on Patreon and get access to exclusive bonus content.
If you'd like to just listen, we post new episodes every Monday and Wednesday on Spotify, Apple, and Amazon. Thanks for listening.